Would you pay over 2,000 US dollars for a foldable iPhone? That's the question making rounds after new leaks suggest Apple's upcoming foldable iPhone might be one of the most expensive phones on the market, even pricier than Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold lineup. And we're not just talking about a small difference. According to reports, Apple's foldable could cost at least 200 US dollars more than Samsung's next generation foldable device. If you're already familiar with Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold series, you know these phones are far from cheap. The current Galaxy Z Fold 6 is priced at around 1,899 US dollars, but Apple's rumored foldable, possibly called the iPhone 18 Fold, is expected to carry a price tag of about 2,299 US dollars. That figure comes from analyst Tim Long and another well-known source on the Chinese platform. Weibo also backs this up, saying Apple's foldable will fall somewhere between 2,100 and 2,300 US dollars. With two reliable sources pointing to a similar price range, there's a strong chance this is what we can expect. Now, what makes this price hike interesting is the competition Apple is walking into. By the time Apple introduces its first foldable, probably in 2026, Samsung will have released its Galaxy Z Fold 8. Most reports say Samsung isn't planning to raise prices for that model, which means Apple will enter the foldable market with a product that's already more expensive than its main rival. And considering that Samsung has been improving its foldables for years now, Apple is clearly arriving late. Samsung's foldable experience spans multiple generations, while Apple is only now preparing its first. So why would Apple charge more? For one, Apple is known for its premium pricing strategy, but there's more to it than just brand value. This is a first-generation device, and building a foldable phone that meets Apple's high standards likely involves extra development time, testing, and higher production costs. Apple tends to be very cautious with new hardware categories, especially when durability and user experience are on the line. Since foldable devices have a reputation for being delicate, Apple will want to make sure everything works perfectly before releasing it. Even with the higher price, there's a reason why some people might still go for it. If the iPhone 18 Fold can offer the features of both an iPhone and an iPad in one device, some users might actually see value in that. Buying an iPhone and iPad separately can cost more than 2,300 US dollars, so having one device that serves both purposes could be worth the investment for certain users. There's also something quite interesting going on behind the scenes. Samsung is expected to provide Apple with the foldable OLED screens for this device. That means even if Apple's foldable ends up outselling Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 8, Samsung still profits with the display sales. In a way, both companies could win even if they're competing in the same space. Still, pricing will be a key concern. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 already struggles to attract buyers because of its high cost. If Apple's version is even more expensive, many people might hesitate, especially if they're unsure about how durable or practical a foldable phone really is. It's a new form factor that still hasn't gone mainstream, so convincing people to spend that kind of money won't be easy. In the end, it all comes down to how good the product actually is. If Apple delivers something solid with smooth performance, a reliable folding screen, and strong battery life, some people will happily pay the higher price. But others may prefer to stick with regular smartphones or go with Samsung's foldables, which by then will have a long track record and possibly better pricing. So what's your take? Would you spend more than 2,000 US dollars on a foldable iPhone, or you think it's just too much for a phone, no matter the features? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to keep up with all the updates on Apple's foldable phone, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tech updates.